it was probably I mean it is the best anything on the history of New Jack that I'd listened to because it was over 6 episodes, but it was heartbreaking to listen to.
Yes.
Not only just your story about you guys are heading out and Gene's putting out a contract and to sign and everyone's rushing to sign and how they were trying to bully you to sign.
It wasn't no
Uh,
bully. It wasn't no bully. Real quick, I'm sorry to cut
yeah,
you off.
no, go ahead.
It's like, listen, in Jesus Christ's name, the only one I fear is my Lord and Savior God, Jesus Christ. Even then, because that's how I was raised. I was like, so Aaron and Teddy, even though I love them like brothers, they became a once I'm put in a situation and I feel like you trying to bum rush me into doing something, to me, Teddy and Aaron became a non-factor because I knew immediately like what Gene was trying to pull. I knew without a shadow of a doubt he was trying to bogart the group because we finally had a contract that was put before us for a lot of money that he knew that he could bully Andre. He could do, which I really don't believe he bullied Andre at all. I believe Andre saw the vision as well. Andre used to, you got to remember, Andre used to catch us. Andre Harrell, me and Teddy, at the time, Teddy had a Jetta, the black GTI Jetta. And I had a white Fiero at the time, GT. And we got that from the rooftop by Gusto, who was managing us for a little bit. Gusto, now that was a real dude. Gusto Wells, that's my nigga. Excuse me. But anyway, we used to ride around downtown and whatever. And for some reason, Teddy knew. Teddy knew exactly. Teddy used to drive fast, and it was a stick. And Teddy knew exactly where to go. He knew exactly whether he couldn't get certain things done, but he knew exactly where to show up at and whatever. So Andre Harrell would meet us and talk to us downtown on the corners or whatever. And I even made a joke to Andre and Teddy. I said, why are we on the corner like we scared of somebody? I don't get it. And Andre used to say, Tim, this is serious. He said, do you I gave y'all and we would turn that into I know you gonna buy what? And then Andre go, what kind of car you like? What kind of car? Well, y'all gonna be able to buy two or three of them and whatever. So it was about big money. And he was just Andre was explaining to me. He thought that I didn't know the severity of what, and I could be honest with you, at that age, 22, at 21, 22, I didn't know. But I knew that we had to fight for what was ours. But he used to talk to us. But I sensed that there was some kind of a fear about Gene. I sensed that. I'm like, but if you can give 500,000 to us, you got enough ends to buy any protection you need if you make the right. But Andre always was one of the smartest young African American businessmen that I enjoyed being around, that made you feel he never was ostentatious. He never was like, he didn't show his jewelry. He wouldn't wear fancy clothes unless he was going someplace. Now, when he went someplace and he suited up, you knew that suit alone probably was 5 G's.
Wow.
Them shoes like $2,000. His glasses was very expensive. But when we moving around in the streets, very basic. Very, you wouldn't even know that was Andre Harrell, who Andre Harrell was. You wouldn't know he looked like a regular dude,
Mhm.
a 9 to 5 dude. You wouldn't know that. So he was like, Tim, calm down. This is a lot of money. Now, Teddy was nervous. Teddy would always say, Tim, you don't understand. This is big time. This is big. I'm like, but we prepared for this, and we just gonna let people take it away. I use another word. Let no matter who's with us or against us. I was coming from that, and like, we worked too hard and too long to get it. But Gene was savvy.
Wow.
Gene knew divide and conquer, divide and conquer,
Okay.
and exactly what he did.
But how soon did you realize that you sort of made an error of judgment inviting him back in?
When the contract was laid.
Okay.
Because we used to have meetings and we used to talk. And when we was kids at work, we was little kids, teenagers, you didn't do nothing there. You was just happy to be there. You had a picture up on the wall. So you just saying, go along with it, don't say nothing. And I always was outspoken and felt the way. Always. But I also was a little reserved because this is a man. When we met Gene, he was driving a convertible Porsche, red Porsche, Cayenne. He had diamonds.
Wow.
That intimidate any young person. It's just that where we grew up at, the drug dealers and stuff, we seen it all the time.
Okay.
For the people that was of that status, you couldn't get around the big main men, but you saw them from a distance. You saw the underlings that was like had jewelry and whatever. And Gene was 2 and 3 steps above that.
Wow.
His jewelry, his diamonds used to look like glass. I mean, literally. I was amazed. You knew that man spent some money. He would not just have a chain, he would have the Porsche chain on, emblem with diamonds in it and around it, and the same rubies and black diamonds as the symbol of the Porsche.
Wow.
He always went a step above, but I didn't care about that. It's like back then it was like I respected him, but it was like, listen, you bleed like I bleed. You can get it just like I can get
it. Yeah, I mean, but you saw the potential that he could take you guys to another level with his vision. If he had stayed on point and not tried to swindle everything, he could have been the visionary alongside the vision that you already had.
Niamdi, I'll be honest with you, it wasn't their vision. It was my vision. I dreamt it. Jesus Christ laid it before me. Like, I dreamt it. And when I tell you this, it's hard to believe because people say, oh, you got lucky. No, it was a dream. It was a visual dream, a dream that as a young kid, I never had before. And it took a year. It didn't take long for it to come into fruition. It was like, and I didn't move the pieces of the puzzle for it to do it. I didn't set out to, I just happened to meet Aaron. Working at Abraham and Strauss, I just happened to meet him. Teddy was already doing things. So Teddy and I had basically not spoke for a month or two. Teddy was already doing Heavy D, Keith Sweat first album and all of that, and Dougie Fresh. And so I was happy for Teddy, but I was like, damn.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for being part of the Halftime Chat community. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. But most importantly, why don't you consider being a member? That's a way of supporting the channel, but also getting a lot of videos ahead of time, a lot of behind the scenes stuff, and some exclusive content that doesn't get shared. But anyway, thanks for watching, and thanks for being part of Halftime Chat.